I love it when a bad take goes viral. When people start dunking on a person for having the silliest, most out of touch opinion of all time. I've come close to this once or twice, but I haven't quite got all the way there yet. But we're going to talk about somebody that is going viral for their bad take on Twitter, okay? She's mad at Bring Me the Horizon for being blasphemous. Now, there's a big part of me, you know, the satirical miracle, that wants this video that we're going to watch today to be satire. But this isn't satire. I'm about to introduce to you guys a very brain-rotted individual, okay? So, hey ladies, how's it going? I am the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper, the planet's most entertaining human being. I am the satirical miracle, known as Dan Frampton. Thank you so much for kicking back with me here today. You're going to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe you might even join to become a member of the secret society. But if you don't have the upfront shillings it takes to be a part of the secret society, and you want to be a part of an exclusive gang, all you gotta do is kick back all the way to the end of the video, and then you will be indoctrinated into the end gang. Okay, let's talk about this lady over here. Her name is Melanie Mack. Now, we love it when we see a cross, a gamer controller, and a black heart in a username. It is very cool. You know what kind of person you're getting into here. Now, I showed you her name. This is her face. This is the video right here. It has gotten many, quote, retweets. But before we get into anything, before we even get into any of the context of any of this, let's get into what she had to say first and foremost. So yeah, this very gothic looking person with this eyeliner and this black hair and this shirt that she's got on over here is going to be saying something that you might not be expecting. It's kind of ridiculous. Get ready for one of the silliest takes.
So, Bring Me the Horizon made an extremely blasphemous tweet last night at like 2 a.m.
Who's making pearl-clutching videos about blasphemy in the year 2024? It's ridiculous.
Now, I already know this band is atheist, and I know they're against religion and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, whatever.
I do, before we keep going, I do want to say everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe. I'm not here to dunk on her for being a Christian or anything like that. That's not what this is about. But let's just listen to the next couple words that she has to say.
I still listen to them. Wasn't a huge deal what a band's personal beliefs are. But in this case, and in this outright blasphemy, can't do it. I took them off of all of my playlists. Let me just read it to you and I'll continue.
This is it. She couldn't handle Bring Me the Horizon and Ollie Sykes one more time after this here.
Anyway, so they were announcing their tour date here, and they said if Jesus Christ returns, we'll just unalive that effer 2 times.
How could they?
I saw that, I was done. Their new
done.
album has been my most anticipated album of the year. I have been listening to their singles on loop, non-stop, practically, since they dropped them. But I am done. I don't even care anymore. People can call me soft, they can say this, that, or the other, but I will not stand for outright blasphemy.
I will not stand for outright blasphemy here on the internet. The next ungodlike thing that I see here on the internet, I'm going to explode. I can't believe that I gave my hard-earned listening ears to these guys for listening to their musics practically on never-ending loop just for them to go around and say that they're going to unalive that effort times 2. If I've been listening to their music over and over on loop, I might be able to understand the kind of people they are, and I wouldn't understand why this is so confusing to me. Why are they saying this kind of, it's just so confusing to me. It's not like in their lyrics they give me any sort of hint that they would say something like this. They must be very serious. This isn't art. They're not trying to say anything right here. They're just doing outright blasphemy. They are threatening my God. They are threatening my Jesus Christ himself. How could they say that to my Lord and Savior? Well, I'll tell you what, lady, all right? Just because he's your Lord and Savior doesn't mean he's everybody's Lord and Savior. Everybody's been shoved this story of Jesus Christ and God down their throat since the beginning of time. Of course, people are going to have like artistic interpretations and feelings, and they're going to express that through tour posters, okay? That's just going to be a thing that happens, especially when you're dealing with a guy like Ollie Sykes. This guy's been addicted to everything under the sun, okay? This guy lives a very debaucherous type lifestyle. This guy is a degenerate and is like upfront about all those kinds of things. And here you are, Melanie Mac, all surprised that he said he's gonna unalive that effer times tear. It's very silly. It's very silly stuff. I think it's very, very funny. But this video has been viewed over 2.5 million times, okay? And everybody here is just having a little dunk fest on her. Most people do seem to be bringing up a lot of the lyrics that would suggest that Ollie Sykes would say this kind of thing, and like, why are you even acting surprised when he's saying things like this and like this? Show me a sign, show me a reason to give a solitary fuck about your goddamn beliefs, blah, 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 blah. You know what, I'm not gonna be sitting here reading Ollie Sykes poetry, okay? Gar Abaj comes on and says, if Jesus is real and comes back, let's unalive that effort times 2 and showing these anime characters clapping. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Bars. Absolute bars. Let Ollie Sykes cook, okay? This guy is out here in the kitchen with the sauce, all right? We're enjoying what Ollie Sykes has to say. He's finally stirring the pot. Who knew that the satanic panic of the 1970s would be rearing its ugly head in 2024 Twitter culture? This is ridiculous. Crooked and Young comes on and says, tell me you've never listened to something more than the last releases without telling me. I could go on for hours, and provides a couple examples of some lyrics. Erica Doom says, there are 2 types of people I consider the most insufferable. 1, posers. 2, religious people. Well, we got Melanie Mac over here as a twofer. You gotta love to be seeing it. And then she gets outed as a homophobe. Of course. But this doesn't quite rule out the fact that she might be baiting, she might be trolling, because the kind of like rage bait kind of stuff that you want to say when you're trolling is this kind of stuff over here, you know? Normally, if these are your actual beliefs, you keep them silent and you're just like live your life as a hateful bigot, you know what I mean? You don't really put it out there on the internet because you know the kind of backlash that it's gonna get, and most people don't want to live their life with backlash. But people that enjoy backlash, people that thrive in the controversy, are the kinds of people that say this. Now, YouTube algorithm, this isn't me saying this is me quoting Melanie Mac. The concept of sexualities isn't real. It was all designed to normalize sin against God's design. LGBT doesn't exist. It's all a sickness. And instead of validating these people or making their sin their identity, we should be praying that they get better. This also applies to fornication/promiscuity from straight people too. It's not liberating, it's not cool, it's a sickness. Now, it being rage bait or authentic isn't even the argument. It doesn't even matter which one that it is. If you're the kind of person that is putting out this kind of rhetoric, you're a bad person, okay? If you're reveling in this kind of attention, that's a sad state of affairs. Now, I'm not above a rage bait. I'm not above ruffling some feathers, but not about this kind of stuff. Not about real world stuff. Not about gender. Not about politics. Not about the real things in the world. Rage baiting music and different fandoms, that could be kind of fun. And that could actually lead to this kind of low rent, no stakes drama that the internet kind of thrives off without actually hurting anybody's actual feelings over here. Soph has a pretty good point out here. She says, she claims she started listening to them around when That's the Spirit came out. There's literally a song on that album called Blasphemy. Check and mate. Brings me back to those 2 kinds of most unsufferable people, posers and religious people. Nobody tell her about Varg. No, please. She can't know about that. You guys know what that guy did to churches? God dang, bruh. Spiritual T dropping some semantics over here. I see you're wearing eyeliner. Do you know who supposedly introduced cosmetics to humankind? Aziel, a demon. Just throwing that out there. But stupid people say stupid things on the internet all the time. There are dumb takes left, right, and center, and some of them definitely do go viral. I have no idea why this one went this particular kind of viral, but this would be the kind of rage bait I would prefer over that like LGBTQ stuff. So if this is the road that she's going as a creator, That's fine. That's dandy, I guess. But like a huge part of my brain just can't even process that she's a real human being out there. Anyway, do you even listen to Bring Me the Horizon? I don't. I have no idea about them. I maybe know one or two songs. I know Ollie Syke. I know he has like a bunch of tattoos and a weird face and like this like a haircut that I don't like or whatever. He's been around for a long time and has all these controversies. I know that about him. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here right now. Thank you so much. You made it all the way to the end of the video. That means you are officially in the end gang. Okay, bye.